Got a master caution. Oh, did turn my radio on? Hello. We would have found that out if we were actually on Bassam. Well before we took off. Here's where we just departed from. So we're going to be pretty much flying over top of everybody. But at 5,000 feet. Nice and smooth, and makes a world of difference not having to fiddle around with a mouse. But other than my configuration for my sensitivity on the throttles here, everything went perfectly smooth there. A pretty short flight. Like I said earlier, it's just a little over an hour. Oh. Top of climb is going to be about 125, 130 miles away. Go ahead and clean some things up. Nose lights off, runway lights off. And everything on the overhead's good as it is right now. Is that Volanta overlay working? Can't tell. Okay, it is. Cool. Whoops. Yeah, Ron, I use OBS for recording.
Okay.
There's 10,000 feet, nosing over. That must be our transition altitude. It's yelling at me to go to standard. I'm going to turn track IR off for now. And get comfortable. But, use OBS. We can get you all set up in your settings and everything once you get that ability.
Okay.
And, super simple, really. You gotta generate a YouTube code. They make you to get 50 subscribers first, so that way, you know, they're making sure people aren't just making bot accounts and spamming things.
Yeah. I lost you for a minute, but you're above me, so.
How? You were climbing out of here like...
I know, I slowed way down.
Rocket ship.
I started to overspeed. I had to put out my speed brakes to slow down.
Oh.
I was going to pass you, actually. Because I don't follow speed restrictions anywhere.
There you go. Alright, landing lights. And let's go ahead and release passengers. And we're good. We've already gone to standard, so sit back and relax now.
Are we on real time?
No. You know what? I don't know if I actually adjusted it for... I had a preset in there and then I forgot to actually adjust it, so we got another hour here, so...
I am. It feels like about midday. That sun's really high.
Because I'm flying right...
Oh, yeah, I am on real time. Sorry.
I am flying right into the sun, so...
Yeah, we are on real time. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I love how this cursor. What's going on here? It was weird. Gotta remember how far away Australia is.
Yeah. Is it tomorrow there already? Probably.
Yeah. Does it give a date up here? April 14th?
That's today.
What is Sydney,
Let's see.
Australia time?
showing.
It is. Yes, it's Monday, so it's 9:30 a.m. Monday morning.
Mine showing
They're-
8:44 a.m.
They are
Not
GMT
the
plus
internet.
10.
Yeah, international dateline's around there somewhere.
Yeah.
Not exactly.
Did any of you guys see the eclipse?
It did.
It did.
Yeah, I was on the golf course. I got to watch it the whole time I was out there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, that was
Did you
cool.
You get the full shadow?
No, it was. I think it was like 91% in Massachusetts where I was. It looked pretty
That's
close.
not bad.
Pretty close. Yeah, it was. And I
Yeah,
and
that's
I
pretty
had
good.
I had bought some of those glasses. Walmart had them for like $2. Threw them in my golf bag because I knew I was golfing that day, and it just started as like a little corner, bottom right corner of the sun, and it's just so weird. I don't know, but it was entertaining for a while, and it got cool, got a little dark,
Yep.
but yeah.
I was in the 99% band.
Oh,
It was just a few miles north of me was the 100%. So I mean, it felt like 100% to me.
yeah.
But what was really interesting for us was because it had been bright, sunny, and warm, that when the sun did get covered up, it felt like there was like dust or sand or something blowing across the ground because the heat waves coming off the ground across this, the area we were in, where you were able to see them on the ground, the shadows of them.
Huh.
So it was the weirdest. I'll have to share the video in Discord, but it was like one of the weirdest feelings ever. I was like, oh, this just does not feel right. This is crazy.
That uniqueness is so fleeting. I noticed, like all those for 15 or 20 minutes, all the unique vibes that you get. I just knew that, wow, this is going to be gone shortly, and all I'm going to have is the ghost of a memory of it.
Yeah.
And then I was in an
ahead.
earthquake about a week ago in Massachusetts.
Wait, were you on the golf course again?
No, I was at my desk working,
okay.
and all of a sudden my desk started shaking, and I had a glass of water, and the water started, shaking back and forth. And then about 5 minutes later, my neighbor called me. He goes, "Did you feel that? Was that an earthquake?" And sure enough, yeah, it was a 4.7 with a epicenter. I think it was in New Jersey.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I've felt a few here in my lifetime, but that was very mild. It just like the desk was just wobbling, but you could definitely feel something was happening. It's very strange.
Yeah, I've had a handful myself, but it's most of the time I've just slept through them. They haven't happened at night,
Yeah.
except for like one of them.
Yeah, this was. I forget what time. Maybe it was like 10:30 in the morning, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's interesting. Obviously there was no injuries, no damage. Luckily,
That's good.
yeah.
I was going to say, if you were on the golf course again, you're going to have to stop going golfing because
Yeah,
you have
I know.
eclipses and earthquakes, and I mean, next time you go there, you're going to have a tsunami or something.
Actually, I'm golfing tomorrow
Lightning. Uh-oh.
in
All right,
Massachusetts.
guys.
In Massachusetts, it's a holiday tomorrow.
April 15th,
Yeah, we call
end
it
of the world.
Patriots Day. That's the day of the Boston Marathon.
Oh, okay. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I need to get in much better running shape to be able to do the Boston Marathon.
I never attempted it. I've seen it many times.
Best I ever did was some of those tough mudders. Those those 11-mile mud obstacle races.
Did you say you used to do them?
Yeah. Yeah, I did 3 of them.
That's fun. I've done a foam run before. That was fun. Foam run 5K.
No.
It was more just muddy water dug in the hole, or they just basically dug holes up and poured water in it. More than any foam.
They're fun. All those little mud races, they're super fun. I recommend anybody should do it. It's great.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. I just never have signed up for one.
There's shorter versions. That one I did was really long at 10 plus miles, but like you gotta train for that. But there's some local smaller versions of it.
Yeah, they got like the Spartan races and things, I guess. Is that the shorter version, or
no,
similar?
That's intense also. I never did Spartan. I knew some people that did it. To me, that seemed a little more extreme than even what I was doing.
I've considered getting into triathlons. I really enjoy swimming and enjoy being on a bike. Don't particularly enjoy running, but the other two I really enjoy, so it just seems like it'd be something fun to do that's a little different that I've never done before. I like it because of the technicality behind it. You know, there's a lot of planning, a lot of different aspects to it other than just going and running or just swimming, you know.
Sure.
Now, I don't know how comfortable I feel about wearing the one-piece suit or anything.
I went to school in Boston at Northeastern University, and I used to walk over to the finish line and watch the end of the marathon for a bunch of years in a row.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, because the Red Sox usually have a day game that same day. People come out of the Red Sox game, and then they watch the marathon.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I got the hiccups. That is pretty cool. They have some Ironmans and triathlons and marathons around me too. I used to live in between the two streets they use for the marathon, and once a year it was just you better not have any plans for leaving your house because you weren't leaving because they shut the roads down.
Yeah.
There's no way to get around it.
I tried to. I tried to cross once. I forgot about it. I had gone to see my parents, and then I'm on my way back, and it's like I can't. I had to drive like 10 miles out of my way to cut across the course.
Yeah. What ended up happening to me is I ended up having to get out and move one of those barriers, and then quickly hop back in my truck and drive through to. But I was just like, "This is insane. How am I supposed to get home?"
Yeah. I kept getting turned around at every intersection.
Yep. The same thing happened to me. So I used to be really annoyed with those people, but now I'm likely going to become one. Take a quick peek at our airplane here. We are 60 miles from the top of climb. And doing just fine.
Yeah, it's dangerous in Boston. The closer it gets to Boston, the traffic is crazy. People trying to cross the street, and they run into the runners, and it's brutal. It'll be on TV all day tomorrow, right from start to finish.
I wonder what makes that the premier marathon. Is there something special about the course?
I think it's the people that run it are the elite athletes, and the course, of course, I think it's one of the oldest in the country. I got a.
Oh, okay. That's one of the original.
I hear someone pulling up next to me. Oh, nice.
So it's the, I guess, the original. How long's the marathon been going on? Or marathons?
You know, let me see what number that is. It's getting up there.
I just wonder what the first marathon in the United States was. Let's find out.
Let's see.
Oh, and to answer Archetype's question about the international date line, yeah, it is east of us currently, just past New Zealand.
Oh, it says Boston Marathon is the world's oldest annual marathon and ranks as one of the world's best-known racing events.
Oh, okay. Let's pull it up over here. Boston Marathon. Annual marathon race hosted by several cities and towns in Greater Boston in eastern Massachusetts, United States. Is traditionally held on Patriots Day, which is Monday for you.
Yep.
The third Monday of April. Oh, it's the third Monday of April. Okay. Begun in 1897.
Yeah.
What do running shoes look like back then?
Ooh,
1897. Running shoes. Images. These were definitely not from 1897. Maybe these guys. Pounding the how shoe evolution changed the marathon. Man, I don't know when this picture was taken or where it was, but those shoes just do not look comfortable. Oh, this guy has a prosthetic leg.
Oh boy.
That's wild. So, history. Boston Marathon was first run in April 1897, having been inspired by the revival of the marathon for the 1896 Summer Olympics in Athens, Greece. What a fitting place to have that. Until 2020, it was the oldest continuously running marathon. Oh, wait, what? How does that work? Until 2020, it was the oldest continuously running... I'm sorry, but... The
Oh boy.
How does that work?
What does it say?
It says until 2020, it was the oldest continuously running marathon and the second longest continuously running foot race in North America.
I think during the pandemic, I think they had to postpone it until like November.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, November or something. Something like
Did
that.
somebody else take its place?
I don't think they...
It doesn't say.
No.
Oldest running marathon race.
That's weird. And then, of course, the bombing was in 2013. And I don't know if people finished. I know they stopped everybody from running when the bombs exploded, but I don't know if people were allowed to finish. I don't think they were.
Probably not. I mean,
yeah, I think they
imagine that pure chaos that was happening during all that.
That was especially, one bomb went off and then another one. They didn't know if there was going to be another one. So, what a nightmare.
The oldest man to complete a marathon was, I have no idea how to pronounce this, I'm going to butcher it, Fuhao Singe. He was 100 years old.
Wow.
He now is 112 years old.
Wow.
That is impressive.
I thought about running in it, but I just didn't have the discipline to train for it. Because you have to train during the winter, and forget it.
Training is.
Yeah. I was like, I'll go watch them run, and then I've seen some famous people, but I don't remember their names. But famous men, famous women.
Oh, I imagine it is packed full of celebrities.
Oh, well, back there was a runner called Rosie Ruiz, R-U-I-Z. She, back then, I forget what year it was, but they never used to follow the first woman. So she started the race, and then she got on the public transportation, and she crossed the finish line without breaking into a sweat. And then she was discovered later. If I don't know
You're
if
like,
you
how
ever.
does she do this?
Yeah, look, she's not even. She didn't even break into a sweat. Let me see. What year was that? That was
Hilarious. Oh, this is interesting. So, the elevation profile is actually downhill for the entire race. There's a couple sections where it comes back uphill, but
Yeah.
it's about a 400 feet. Yeah, 400 foot loss in elevation.
Yeah. When you get close to the end, there's a hill. It's called Heartbreak Hill. I think it's in Newton. That is a killer.
Mile 21.
Yeah.
21?
Is it? Yeah, it could be, because that's
What it
where
looks like.
that's where a
Between
lot
Newton and Brookline.
a lot of people quit going up that hill.
Oh man, I couldn't imagine getting to mile 20 and quitting.
I know.
Just
But
the defeat.
people, they just get cramped. You get cramped up, and they just can't
Yeah.
go on. Yeah.
Yeah, just get gassed, and it's just oh gosh.
Let's see.
I cramped hard after these tough mudder things. I remember driving home from those things every time, just hours of cramping.
Oh yeah, I'm very prone to cramping myself. So ever since those like Pedialyte Sports or the Gator Lights, ever since they started adding more electrolytes to things, it helps me tremendously. I almost have to have one after a heavy day of sweating, otherwise I just feel like crap.
Yeah, she faked the victory in 1980. She burst through the crowd about a mile from the finish line. She was later disqualified.
That's a good time to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. For all the video cameras.
Yeah. Get all that cheating in before that.
Yeah. But then after that they started to follow the first woman from start to finish. In fact,
It only takes one to screw everything up.
In fact, she passed away in 2019.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, at least she survived long enough to know that the Boston was the longest running marathon until 2020.
Yeah,
It didn't say what the longest running one was.
I don't understand what happened.
Crazy. I mean, if they canceled it, I could understand, but it wasn't saying. Well, the list I was looking at.
It should, even if they canceled it, it should still be the longest running.
Yeah.
There should
Yeah.
be some kind of exception. There's asterisks. That's what asterisks are for.
Yeah.
No, it's
We
still,
are still the longest running
Yeah.
marathon, guys. Come
It
on.
still says
Get-
it's
get
the
it.
longest.
That's an uncontrollable.
Yeah, that's
It was for public health.
yeah.
Oddly enough, that map I was
Oh.
looking at shows that JetBlue is one of the sponsors this year. As for flying for Delta.
It says the 2020 race was canceled due to COVID pandemic. Maybe that's why. They did,
Yeah,
maybe
that's
they
what-
didn't
that's what we're
run
thinking.
it. Yeah, they didn't run it in 2020.
Yeah.
That must be it. Yeah.
Totally technicalities.
Yeah. For some reason, I thought they ran it later in the year, but maybe they didn't.
Somebody just buzzed me. Somebody in an F-18.
Oh, really?
F-18.
I'm cruising up here at 42,000.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Somebody made it up here to. That's great. Good for them.
BW. Biano.
I've seen whoever that is. I've seen them flying around all around us since we took off.
Sorry, I was outside my airplane. You seen them flying around us before?
Not this close to us, but I've seen them down there doing touch and goes at other fields and stuff
Oh,
near us. So I don't know if they're traveling with us or what.
I don't know. What I find amusing about it, you being in your F-18, you just got escorted.
Yeah, I just got buzzed. Yeah.
How's it feel? Taste your own medicine.
Hey, you know, that's fine.
We,
I try not to be crazy with this thing, you know, like my teenage boys when they get in this. And, you know, I let them fly this on multiplayer servers, and they're teenage boys, but they're flying with my name tag that I usually, you know what I mean? And I'm like, don't make me look like an idiot in Los Angeles. You know, they're buzzing other people. Stop.
yeah, I got to keep it. I got to keep it nice up in Boston. That's my hub for the virtual airline.
It said the
Now,
Centennial.
I did go down to St. What's that?
The Centennial Boston Marathon in 1996 was a record as the world's largest marathon with 38,708 entrants. Ooh,
Wow.
holy crap!
The logistics behind that
Yeah.
is pretty impressive.
That would be really fun to run it with that
Ugh.
many people.
You get
I mean-
trampled.
I'm starting to get some life goals here. Thanks for having me. Start, doing some FaceTime with you guys while I'm running my marathon training. But isn't there? I mean, what's the statistics on how many people have like heart attacks while they're doing the course? It's a really large number of people.
I've heard of some people having heart attacks during the race and dying, but it's probably not that many. They have like medics every so often, tents with people to help people that are struggling.
Altitude.
That plane is acting weird.
What's it doing?
It's not following the nav track. It was following it perfectly well. Now it's not. No, back. I just put it on heading mode. See if I can get it back. Can you program the F-18 for autopilot?
There is some basic, like altitude hold and heading hold. No flight and stuff.
I'm tempted.
Not that
I'm gonna fly one night with you.
It's fine. I've been playing DCS for years, so this is pretty comfortable. Jet.
I've flown it a couple of times. Just I like putting on the afterburners and just letting it run.
It's fun to, cover ground quickly.
Yeah.
Explore,
Yeah.
drop it and explore a new area like Italy. If I've got 30 minutes around midday and I want to just, explore Italy, I can jump in an F-18 and cover 300 or 400 miles.
Oh, wow.
Oh, okay, that's what southern Italy looks like. Got it.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my microphone, my Scarlett lost power. I don't know why. So I was over here unplugging it and replugging it back in. I've got it connected to a powered USB port, but this is the second time it's happened to me. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to just go ahead and get a 5-volt wall plug for it just to prevent that from happening. I don't think it did it to me on a stream last time, but it was really aggravating. So I know that it's I don't know, it really doesn't seem like it pulls too much power, but maybe it pulls more than I think. So I don't know if it's the USB plug that it's in or what, but technical difficulties, they've been plaguing me all night.
Russian hackers.
Dang it. Oh, it's kind of funny, but, well, no, I probably shouldn't talk about that here. We'll talk about it later. So, what we were... sorry, I was over here scrambling trying to fix this thing. What were we talking about?
I was talking about I was going to fly the F-18 one night with Sentry and do a little double team.
Oh Lord, I'll have one of you on each of my wings.
Yeah.
Some overhead brakes.
I have to occasionally peek outside and make sure I'm not getting followed by somebody in a fighter jet.
I don't know.
I know what I was going to say. I think I started talking about it, but my microphone died mid-sentence. I was down in St. Martin earlier in the Robinson R66, and that place is extremely popular for people to just take off and land from, mainly because it's one of the most beautiful places in the sun. But I was going there to do an island tour, but I ended up just screwing with people the entire time. I hopped in the Robinson and started zooming around the airport, and then just like sitting in front of their cockpit.
Oh no!
It was to the point that there was a 747 that kept trying to swerve out of my way and kept hitting his brakes. And then another guy who was like taking taxiways and back onto the runway, just trying to get away from me. But I'm sure on their screen, I just showed up as a Bonanza or a Pilatus or something, just hovering in their face. I'm not usually one to start messing with people on here, but I had a wild hair up my rear end this morning, or earlier today for some reason. Which is why I was kind of laughing about Archetype, you saying, "Don't go in there and sour my name."
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Like one little event is one thing. Like it can be cute if it only happens once, but you know, I've seen it 30 times. I'm like, stop, please.
Yeah. You guys are ruining my reputation in the virtual skies.
Right. Yeah, I do not want to be that guy.
So, what are we flying over? Is this all...
the Gold Coast.
Is this inhabited or uninhabited? It doesn't look like there's much stuff down there.
There's quite a bit on the coast, but not so much inland here. I mean, I can see some stuff.
I see a lot of mountains.
Honestly, it feels...
I think the coast is where most people would be.
Yeah.
No, plus we're up 37. We're up 37,000 feet. Can't really see much.
Yeah. I mean, if I look off to my right here, that's Vala Beach. Oh, that's really blurry from here. That's Vala Beach. Which that has quite a few people. And then you got all these guys out here who are living the life out on their farms. Or at least the large properties.
I bet it's a real nice country. And about 1,000 miles to the south of it.
Oh, I'm sure. I mean, if you look, you can kind of see where the inhabited areas are because the trees have been cleared. The rest of it's forested area. So quite a bit of it's been cleared for farmland, but...
I don't see very many roads.
Right up against this. Yeah, no, it's definitely some country roads, and that's about it. I mean, if you look further out to our west, there's I assume that's farmland, or it's becoming desert, one of the two. look up Vala Beach. We are, I am 80 miles from top of descent, so we will have to enter our destination data shortly. Vala Beach, Australia. Take a look at this. Ooh, that's pretty. Look, yeah, it's very, very heavy with vegetation. Ooh, it's got one of those natural rock formations. You get to. I got to see these on Aruba one time when I went there. That was pretty cool. Kind of like those. I don't even know what to call them. They got a name for them. I'm just not sure what it is. But it's definitely different than what we're used to here. In the United States looks different, but you know, you go take a look at how big Australia is. It's easy to forget just how big the place is.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty much it's the size of the United States, or very similar, I think. What's
So
their population?
we were in Sydney, right? That's quite populated, I'm sure.
Okay, so here's the biggest difference. Australia has a population of 25 million, whereas the U.S. has a population of 350 million as of December 2018. So we are over 10 times more populated than Australia.
Well, it seems like California would have a bigger population than Australia.
You might be right.
Yep. Seems like it.
Australia okay, this says 26.1. So Australia has 26.1 million people. California has 11.1 million more people.
Oh, jeez.
So one state has more people in it than the entire country of Australia. It's very interesting.
It is. I wonder what the price of real estate is in Australia.
Oh, it's got to be a lot cheaper than America.
You think?
Maybe. Let's see, Australian real estate prices versus American. Why are our house prices so much higher than Americans? Oh, okay, maybe not.
I would wonder how the inflation and taxes are there.
Yeah. Australia's property market is considered to be the most, among the most expensive in the world.
Wow.
Ouch. Maybe that's why they only have 25 million people. Or the bugs. One of the two.
Oh boy.
Pretty exclusive.
It's like an exclusive island. You must be this rich to ride. Alright, so coming up on top of the sentence, 60 miles. Go ahead and get our destination data in. Heading to Brisbane. Altimeter is 3024. That was perfect timing. It told me to start entering destination data as I was typing the altimeter. Temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. It's a little warmer here. About 17 degrees warmer, I believe. The winds are 140 at 3, so calm.
So,
what do you guys consider calm winds? Below 5? Below 10?
Sure.
So we're
I'd
traveling.
say for something like this, 5s.
So we're traveling north. So we're heading towards the equator, right?
Yes.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That's why it's getting warmer, I guess.
Hey, I mean, we are traveling like 400 miles
Hey,
north, so yeah,
I mean,
he's got a point.
yeah.
If you fly from Chicago down to, I don't know, Atlanta.
Yeah, it's a little warmer.
Oh, that's probably more than 500 miles.
Yeah,
but,
I went to college. I even graduated. But it is weird flying north towards the equator.
and it's getting warmer.
Yeah. Strange.
We'll have to pull up a heat chart on Navigraph here in a second. So our arrival or approach. We don't have an arrival. We're going. What was it 19 left? Am I missing this? Does this not have a chart?
That would be consistent.
Wait. I hit the wrong airport. I hit the, yeah, I was about to say that would be consistent for what we're dealing with, but I hit the alternate airport, Gold Coast. Now we're at Brisbane. Okay, here we go. 19 left. Nope, that's the RMP. We went with the ILS. And we got a minimum of 220 feet. And that is our approach information. Beautiful. Yeah, so wrong pipe. We'll head in straight to the airport and then do a right downwind, left base onto Betso. Actually, we can probably do a little closer to that. What's this? Delta 9.5. We need to be down to 3,000 feet. Catch the glide slope. Final approach fix is got to at 1,500 though, so we'll get to 9.5. We need to be at 3,000 feet. Always forget which button it is for fixes.
But it's ILS is 110.10 frequency.
Yep, 110.1.
Let's see.
Am I going crazy? Fixed info. There we go. Couldn't remember the button. Alright, destination airport is YBBN.
Okay.
And we want to do a radius of 9.5 miles. And we need to be at 3,000 feet there. Altitude. Flight level. Wait, can I change this? Flight level 17. What does this mean? Distance to go. What's the altitude mean? I need to look up the fix info page and get a little bit more information.
I'm hitting winds at like 96 knots. I cannot get over to the nav track.
Oh. Yeah, I've got a crosswind of 109 knots myself. They're coming up on top of the sun here. Let's bring it on down to 4,000 feet at Betso. Make sure that we've got that waypoint in here at 4,000 feet. And it says 4643, so okay. Should be good there. We'll be doing a little bit more manual manipulation compared to usual. on this descent. Go ahead and dial in 4,000.
Okay, now I'm starting to get. Now it's starting. Let's see if I can hit the nav. No, it's still.
Still struggling?
Yeah, I'm just tired. I was on my feet all day today at the golf course, checking people in.
Oh man.
I'm tired. Oh, there we go. Okay, now it finally picked up the nav track. There we go.
I guess it would make sense for weird things to happen while you're at the golf course since you are working there during the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we had a special today for the Masters. Play 18 holes of golf with the cart. $45 a piece. Includes a pizza and 2 beers.
Sign me
Wow.
up.
That is a really good deal.
Yeah, $45 per person. So the place was jumping.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah. We almost ran out of golf carts, and I think we have. I think we have 30. I think we have 36 carts, and they were all out. Luckily, people were starting to finish the 18 holes, and starting to drop them off. We were panicking. Of course, one guy calls up, "Oh, my cart's dead on the 17th hole." It's like, oh, jeez. I had to go out and get him. Push the cart back. It needed to be charged. They're electric. They're all electric. Man.
Sounds like a day.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, there's top descent. Let's go ahead and push. Start our descent. And it's nice, this display on the mini FCU is actually very accurate to what you see in the airplane. And I've got the CAV Simulations FCU, which is a full-size version of what you're seeing on the mini FCU here. And I would like to build my own, but I'm going to have to look at the mini FCU here and kind of get some ideas.
How
what kind of hardware
how do you make the connection to Flight Simulator?
I use MobiFlight. Here. Well, it's minimized itself at this point, but I showed it at the beginning of the stream there, but I got a profile. Somebody made a profile and posted it on FlightSimTO, which maps all the buttons and all their functionality and everything. It may have been Mini FCU that did it. But you run MobiFlight, which links the sim to hardware. Which is also the same way I run my 737 FCU.
That's another goal. I gotta fly a big jet one day.
Get that fly-by-wire, get it going.
Yeah, the last time I did it, it was crashing my PC.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll take a look at it for you.
I'll do another download. Try it again.
Yeah, it gets updated pretty frequently, so
Yeah.
it may have just been that specific version that was causing you problems. I mean, knock on wood, I haven't had too many CTDs lately. And we'll get on final here, and I just wrote my demise in stone on that one.
It happened to Ken the other day, just as he was landing somewhere. I forget where it was.
Oh. But the sim has, for the most part, been very stable over the past year for me. There's the occasional thing that pops up, but usually it's a mod that's causing problems.
No. I think I saw you choosing your airplane. I think it was Friday night, and you had like a million things in there. I think I have one that didn't come with the game, and it was a free, the JP Logistics, the 152. Yeah. That's the only one I have that didn't come with the game. And that was free.
I have a plane for every purpose at this point.
And then you were going through your setup of your controllers. You have a configuration of, I don't know how many configurations you have.
Every plane that I typically fly, I have a configuration that is 100% custom for it.
Oh boy.
But I've got a mod manager that will automatically swap between those configurations for me.
Oh, that's nice.
So when I pick the airplane, it loads that configuration, so I don't have to change anything. It just does it.
Oh, that's good.
So it makes it a little easier to do that work. And most of the configurations are really similar. It's not like there's massive differences between them. Like the pitot heat switch I use for the same on all of them. Parking brake's the same for all of them.
Yeah.
So I don't use too many of the switches on the Honeycomb.
Yeah. I tried to set one up for a helicopter using the HOTAS, but I don't know. I have trouble flying a helicopter. I can get it going, but it's like I'm struggling with it to keep it going forward.
Well, Dev just popped back in here, and he's been learning how to fly the R66 with me.
Oh.
And he can speak to the challenges he's been having.
I bet.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
I've got probably between 500 and 1,000 hours probably flying helicopters and ARMA and DCS. Now this was like 10 years ago, so I'm a little rusty now, but I'm starting to get the hang of it again. Over the past 2 days, I've gotten 6 hours on the Robinson. I haven't had much time to fly lately. Even this weekend it worked out for me, so been flying a lot.
Alright, I gotta stop my descent here. What do we intercept the ILS at?
Found a approach fix is 1,500, but you can intercept it at 3,000.
Okay.
Dave, did you guys have some trouble with your joint cockpit, or what happened there?
It was a disaster.
Jesus.
Sounds horrified.
A cigarette or something?
Mistakes were made, guys.
I did. On that for the first time.
Oh, you talked about that sim for the first time?
Yep.
How'd that go?
Terrible.
I
mean,
welcome to the party. I've said some stupid stuff on VATSIM myself. So
What happened?
We need details. We need details.
Okay.
Well, relive your PTSD nightmares here and tell us.
Put in a tweet, 160 characters or less.
So, well, we just used the shared cockpit where our mice kept freezing up. So the CJ4 apparently has a bug where if you hover your mouse over the MFD, it freezes up and won't let you do anything. So that happened multiple times throughout the flight, which was an issue.
Wait, you were in the CJ4 instead of the Phoenix?
Yeah. I don't know why. And then, well, the control, and then towards on the landing, oh my gosh. We tried to switch our controls, but for some reason it wasn't switching, so we ended up going into the mountain multiple times and then swapping controls.
Died.
You went into a mountain on VATSIM.
But did you die?
So, the problem was, for some reason, my stick was not detecting movements, but we kept swapping control because I was going to do the landing. But every time we did that, we were going to Telluride, and that was a mistake because there's so many valleys and crevices that you can go in and out of. So it was dive into the mountain, go back out when we realized no one has control.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
So these guys are down. We're up here having a nice, calm conversation, and these guys are a channel below us.
It sounds like a disaster.
It was only a 20-minute flight, but we ended up spending 2 hours doing it.
Oh boy.
Oh, it was a disaster. Oh, and then I said some stupid things. So apparently the comm sync did not work, so I was trying to contact Denver Center while I was still on the tower for, I don't even know what airport it was. But it was a disaster. Oh, and then the autopilot in the CJ4 just started deciding to go in loops on an ILS approach.
Oh boy. So this is why, hopefully, they actually give us joint cockpit functionality in 24, which they've said they will.
Oh,
Because that would make doing VATSIM flights so much fun.
I think we made a fool of ourselves.
Well, you know, look at the bright side. You don't know these people, and you can try again.
That's true.
Hey, I've got a funny story for you, Dev. You'll appreciate this. So when I started flying airlines, and I immediately, of course, jumped into VATSIM because that's the smart thing to do. I may or may not have landed in LaGuardia with my landing gear up.
Nice.
I don't know if anyone's around to,
Did it not
prove that it happened
warn
or
you?
not. But
Did it not warn you? Did it not warn you?
no, it was when the fly-by-wire was in its infancy, so a lot of things weren't working very well. So I was like, man, I'm awful luck.
I really wish
no.
I could read what?
I was just remembering my
Oh,
horror.
I really wish I had replay tool running while that was happening.
Yeah, that would have been funny to hear you guys screaming at each other. Who let the kids in the cockpit?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, let's get everybody's seatbelts back on. Go ahead and pre-arm the nose light. And we'll go ahead and turn our runway lights on. We're not worried about replacing the bulbs, so... what else? Oh, we gotta do our calculations. We got so busy talking, we did not do our landing calc. Landing weight. Let's figure that out real quick. So we are estimated 7.6 thousand pounds. And our zero fuel weight was 129, so 136.6. Good. Medium. 19 left is correct. Refresh METAR. Apply METAR. 136.6. And it's in meters because the Phoenix reset itself again. And let's go max reversers. Got a couple feet or meters back for that. We got a big long runway here, wintercom, so we can do a full flap runway, full flap landing or a flaps 3. Let's do a flaps 3 just for the fun of it. And go ahead and turn on our landing flap 3 on the GPWS so it doesn't yell at us. Go back down to our performance and let's make sure we tell it that we're doing a flap 3 approach. Landing flap 3. There we go. Big long runway here. And that's even using low brakes. So low brakes. Arm the speed brake. I'm up on 10,000 feet. There is the airport right in front of us, actually. No need for terrain radar. We're going to be over water for the most part of this. And let's go ahead and pull the heading. Go into manual mode here. And for some reason it sped us up. Keep it at 250. And keep on descending. Let's bump our Descent rate up just a touch here. So we get back down to 250. Before our 10,000 foot mark. Alright, this is a 10-mile mark right here, so when we get to about 5 miles out, we'll do a right turn. On a heading of, it's 196, so 16. I actually feel like we are really high here, so we're not slowing down super fast. Let's go ahead and pull on a notch of speed brakes. And let's do a right turn to 16. Get that notch in. Let's increase our descent rate. Go 1800.
Keep refreshing that and see if there's a violation on my account.
We're doing what?
For almost diving into a mountain like 3 times.
No, it's not. You're okay. $250 below 10,000 feet. Checked. Good to go there. And we've got this thing descending in open descent. And we're showing 4,000 feet right beside Betso, so that's perfect. Local altimeter is, just make sure that hasn't changed on 3024. Oh, there goes the jet. Who's that? That was Dad.
Sorry.
Zooming by on an A320.
Oh, that was not an A320.
No, it just looked like one.
Yeah. That was Fat Amy.
What is this island over here? Morton Island. Or Moreton, however you want to say it. We are going to have to rearm our speed brakes when we bring those back in. I think we're good now. Let's go ahead and bring those back in and go ahead and rearm them. Oh, yeah. Forgot to turn our ignition off earlier. Whoopsies. Surprised it doesn't say that on the eCam down here. It's going to extend our descent a touch, but that's perfectly fine. We'll get to Betso here, and once we do our left turn, should still be at 4,000 feet. Get the track IR back on. Take a look around.
Where are you heading? To Betso?
Betso. Whoa, the weather just changed. It was nice and cloudy, and now it's clear. Good job, Microsoft servers. Ruined my experience. Oh, landing lights. That'll be good to have on too. Looks like an interesting spot to sit. You know, when you see islands like this that are completely uninhabited, it kind of makes you wonder what's keeping them from, you know, going there. Is it a wildlife sanctuary or something?
I don't know. I'm trying to load in Betso.
Oh, it shows there's an airport right there in front of us. It's an airstrip right there. Oh, there's actually some houses down there. Okay. It's not completely.
Who's in the F-18E again?
What's that? Oh.
Who's in the F-18?
Me.
Okay.
One's behind us. Dev and Century are up there on their base leg, it appears. Go ahead and do our left turn. 16, so we're looking for 270 plus 16 gives 276. Let's go ahead and slow to 220. Coming in behind these two. Getting in and out there, Ron. You saying something?
Well, I'm looking at Valenta and you just disappeared off the screen.
My sim just did something really weird.
The weather pop.
No, what I got was an external view, and I didn't ask for it. I wanted internal first person, and now I'm external and cannot change it.
Oh, did you fly by accident?
I don't think I hit anything. I think it just did it.
Dev's just making sure you didn't go into slew mode on it, or yeah, slew mode on accident.
Oh, there you go. You're back.
We're gonna go direct to Betso enter autopilot.
Right
Good,
there.
perfect.
Is that you? Yeah, you're out by some island or peninsula or something. Yeah, island.
Yeah, I'm out.
All right, let's go ahead and put it back into 1,500 feet and put it in managed descent. Plane is correcting. Get us back in line with the ILS there.
Sorry, it's just way too much fun to buzz by you guys at like Mach 3.
That guy.
Once you get on the ground and start hitting us with the R66.
That's a great idea.
Don't worry, guys. He won't be able to stay in front of us.
Okay.
Let's go approach mode. She's very aggressively correcting. Alright, coming up on 10 miles, go flex 1.
Yeah, this is quite populated here.
Yes, yes it is. Brisbane is a pretty big city.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Do you flare in the F-35B? I can't remember if you don't or not.
Never flown it. Yeah, I would imagine you do flare. I mean, pretty much every airplane needs a flare.
The F-18 does not, and the F-14 doesn't.
What?
They're Navy aircraft, so they're meant to just land at on-speed AOA. And I can't remember if this is when you land on-speed or not. But I'll just try something.
I still think there would be some sort of a flare to it.
No, because when you catch a hook on a carrier, you want to land where the hook is just gonna catch the third wire, but you don't have time to flare in that. So you keep nose 5 degrees up, or say you have 8 degrees AOA.
Well, that
It's
seems
weird.
more like it would be for. Come on, girl, slow down for me. Now we'll go ahead and get our gear. We're well below the extension speed, so we'll use your gear to slow us down here instead of messing with our spoilers. Let's go into your managed speed. We're looking for 200 to get our flaps in. We're a little late on our flaps, but we should still have time. Once we hit 200, we should start slowing down pretty quick. Flaps 2. Leave it in autopilot since we are behind the curve a bit here. And there's flaps 3. Autopilot off. Continue. Oh, continue. That was very firm. The controls. I'm not sure if my joystick was on the right profile. I had a really big lag there, and I bet there's some reactivity from the improper configuration. There's 60 knots. Let's bring the reversers back in. Ooh. Let's keep rolling here. Tap those brakes so we keep rolling. Disable the auto brakes. Bring the spoilers up. And flaps up. And let's get the APU on. Woke everybody up in the cabin on that one. 436. That's what happened when I get caught up with my technical difficulties at the beginning before the stream, and I forgot to change it off.
What happened?
My auto profile changer wasn't working, and I told myself to remember to change my profiles, and forgot because my mini FCU had an update, and I was pushing the wrong button to do the update, and barely got everything together in time for the stream.
Oh.
So I bet I'm using the Robinson profile on my joystick here. What in the world?
You see somebody floating right there?
Just A320 just floating over me here.
I don't know. Dev has an evil laugh going. I don't know if he has anything
it was
to
Dev.
do with it. Oh,
Definitely Dev.
okay. Alright, I'm just coming up on Betso. I got 2 miles to Betso and then I'll come in. Oh, here we go. Making the turn.
Dev just looks like he's driving around up there.
Yeah. What are you in? Helicopter?
F-35. Fighter jet.
Oh.
Alright, there's a bunch of little terminals down here, but I don't really think they're in the right configuration for us, unless this has a weird parking situation. You know what, let's do something a little different. Go over here and park.
It's on the other side, mate.
Yeah.
Come on, come around, come around. That was a tight turn for me.
Wow, that thing is so noisy.
I'll shut down my engines. My bad.
Yep. Parked. Parked the brakes on. APU's available. Bleed. Engines off. Look at the videos.
Let's see.
Release the passengers. Let's get some stairs. Deboard. Things app ground services. Let's get the PCA out here. Along with some forward stairs, aft stairs, and get the doors open.
I think I'm coming up to getting in line with the ILS, I think. I can put approach on.
Okay.
Slow down. Gear down. Flaps out.
Watch Ron here. There's Sentry.
That's a
A screenshot of you.
nice.
So oddly enough, I'm looking at your APU hole in showcase mode, and it's very low resolution. For some reason, I don't know why.
You're looking at my hole.
That is a beautiful airplane. from that view.
Yep. I'll get you a nice screenshot for you.
Although my favorites for sexiness are the F-16 and the B-1. Beautiful curves.
I do like the F-16. F-18 has the F-18 and the F-14 have a special place in my heart, though.
Why?
Top Gun and
Autopilot.
Independence Day.
Got it.
Good reasons.
Sentry, do you have the
Especially-
F-35?
What?
Do you have the F-35?
I do not.
In India? Okay. I was wondering if you could see me or not.
I cannot. It's very frustrating. You know, when the sim came out, I tried to kind of chase that. You know, the planes that I was seeing a lot in multiplayer. So I got a couple, and it was so many. You know, so it just.
I know they need built-in model matching.
They really do. Big time.
Yeah, I think if it's on the marketplace, we should get models for it.
Yep. I agree.
500.
Even if it's
Oh,
not on the
although I could see
marketplace,
his aircraft. Just see his
Just do-
lights.
just do a better job of, like, an F-35 should not be an Airbus A320. At least make it a
Hey,
F-18.
man. Something. At least go in that direction. Jeez. Bonanzas and Airbuses everywhere. For
That was a
300
little harder
different
than I wanted.
aircraft types.
Little bounce, not too bad. I think that's everybody.
Yep.
That's plenty of room. Now here, out of curiosity, so I can either prove myself right or admit that I just sucked at landing. Those options. Drum roll, please. No! I just suck at landing. Phoenix A320. Okay. Cool. Good to know.
Who said
Alright.
that?
Oh, yeah.
see.
Everyone has a bad day sometimes.
Ooh, that was 568.
I mean, I could be wrong.
Blame it on fatigue.
That's
You're
right.
you're at the end of a 5-day trip.
I've been flying the R66 too much. I'm used to that fine little motor control of a helicopter versus this crazy side stick you got to use on an Airbus here. You know, that's totally it. No, I'm not gonna have any excuses. It was just a bad landing. Here, back.
There goes Dev floating away.
Yeah, Airbus has incredible technology these days. Anti-gravity Airbus.
Okay, back. It was a good one, although the chat was minimal.
There was 3 messages as far as I saw.
It was like 4, yeah.
I wonder if it was the fact that it was like an 80-degree or 85-degree Sunday with blue skies over most of the country. That's a
Probably.
I always think that on days like that, suddenly everybody gets outside. Just the online forums just dry up on days like that.
Yeah. I'm sure it has a lot to do with it. And I've noticed the Sunday flights have just struggling lately for some reason. In terms
Sunday's
of
the
like,
end of the
people
weekend. People just
flying here or watching.
also. I feel like commercial aviation is less popular than GA, but I could be completely wrong and misguided.
Oh, no way.
Really?
Mark Cars gave me 78 feet per minute. Take it. I will take it.
So can